Hi, it's Meg here, and this quick video will show you how to use the Messenger tool in Infinite Campus. This tool allows you to message parents or students, and the messages go straight to their parent or student portal so that they can access it wherever. Um, so let's get cracking. All right, when you first log in, when you log into Campus Instruction, you're on the Message Center when you first log in. If you're in your gradebook or planner or anything else, to click back to the Message Center, you're just going to click the very top item on the left side menu. So Message Center, we're already in it, so we're good to go. From here, we're going to go ahead and click New. For this video, we're just going to talk about a general class message. Maybe I want to remind all my students that there's a test on Friday, something like that. And we'll also talk about how to vary that so that you are just sending it to specific students or parents, or just to send it to your whole class roster at once. So our message type is a class message, and then the next two drop downs, you can kind of ignore them for right now. They're user, user group, and template. So user group is what group a template would be saved to. And currently we haven't built a lot of templates within Infinite Campus. You can build them for yourself and save them as your user so that you would find them under your user. And we will probably be building some centrally as things go on, and we'll show you where to find them as they're built. So for the delivery, the next thing down is the delivery details. So we can decide if we want it to go to their inbox. And when they talk about inbox, they're talking about the parents or students' inbox within Infinite Campus in the portal. So we're definitely going to want to keep that checked. You can also check to deliver it to their email. This is if the student or parent has an email address that we have within Infinite Campus. That would be the address that they would send it to. You can keep it checked. If we don't have an email for them, it won't send it to anyone. And then as long as you have inbox, they'll still be able to get it through their portal account. Next, you can decide the delivery date. You can make this a day in the future if you so desire. So today's Monday, but maybe I don't want to remind my students about an upcoming test until Friday. So you can just use the calendar and click whatever day you want. You can also say exactly what time you would want it to happen. So I want this one to be delivered at precisely 10:07 a.m., which is not really possible because it's already 10:09, but just as soon as possible, I suppose. If you do have email selected, it's gonna auto-populate with your email address there, so that they know who it was sent from. If you don't have email, that goes away, so you don't have to worry about it. Message subject, so this would be just like composing your email. So I'm going to call this a test because I don't really want to send this out, and I'm going to say this email is a test. That's all we're going to write, okay? So that's kind of that's where you're going to put any of the body of your email you can put there. You can do some special formatting, so you can add a list, you can add a bulleted list, an ordered list, you can indent, you can add an image if you'd like, you can put a link in there, just like with a lot of other text message or a lot of other email programs, basically. You can also, this is a really cool feature that I'm just going to point out. I'm going to talk about it really quickly. This is add a campus field, and say I want when the student opens this email it to say their name first. So I can go to campus field. And it's going to kind of show me everything about this student. So maybe I can put first name. And so this email would actually read, this email is a test, and then it would say whatever the student's first name that I was sending it to. So it's nice if you wanted to personalize, you can play around with these too. Now, if I was just going to save this as a template for me to use later, maybe I always want to send emails that say this exact thing to my students, I could save as right now, and I would save it as a template from there. But I am only going to send this email one time. I don't really want to send a whole bunch of emails to my students called this is a test. So I'm just going to go on to next. So once you're happy with the body of your email, you're going to go on to next. Now from here, I can decide who I want to send this email to. So you'll see here that I have all the quarter one classes that this teacher is teaching. So I could check and it's going to go to all of the people that all of their classes. Maybe this one is just applicable to senior English, so I'm just going to send it to these two classes. This would send it to all of the students on the roster for that. And then below, you can decide, do you want it to go to just the students or the students and the guardians, or just the guardians? You can decide how you want that to be sent. So I want this particular email to go to my 2 classes of senior English, and I want it to go to the guardians and the students. If this wasn't a message that you wanted to bulk send to everyone in your class, you can also click on specific recipients for this section. When you click on that, it'll give you a list of all of the students that you have, and you can decide if you want a list of the students or the list of the guardians, and then you can just quickly go down and add whatever students that you want to add to that specific mailing. I'm not going to click on that because I'm kind of uncomfortable with having student names out there in some of these YouTube videos. So that one you can explore on your own, but it's really user friendly. You literally click here and then you just click add to any of the students that you want to add. Next, we're going to hit next. And this is the last part. It's going to tell me that I am sending this to 104 students because I have 50 students that are I probably have 50 students, and I probably have 50 guardians as well in there. And then as soon as we're ready, we can review the recipients if we want. That'll give us a specific list if we want to make sure that we added the right people or whatever. But then from here, we can send. You can also go back if you need to. If you needed to edit the message or anything like that, you can go back as well. So that's pretty much how you use the Messenger module of Infinite Campus. I'm going to close this so that we don't send it, and I just want to draw your attention to 2 things really quickly. Okay. Now, when we looked at new message, you saw that there was class message, and that's kind of just your free form, I can write whatever I want in the message. You also have the options for a grades message, and this one is already canned, and I'll show you what it looks like. And it has some of those fields in it. So it just says, like, your student has earned a grade in this class, and check out the grade portal to check it out. So that could be a good reminder to your kids that, like, hey, this grade isn't going that well. Make sure you check it out. And then the other grades message that we could have is a missing assignment message. And again, this would only be applicable for those assignments that you marked as missing. But from this case, you can right here say your student is missing the following assignments. It's going to say which one they're missing. And then it says go to the portal URL if you want to check it out. If you have any questions on Messenger or any other part of Infinite Campus, please feel free to contact me at msomerville@euclidschools.org. Thank you so much. Have a great day.